These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat says, I asked my CBI contact what rate the CBI wants to bring the parallel rate of the dollar down to. I was told at least around the official CBI rate. They were driving to have them match very closely. In consultation with the IMF, this is what they're now mandating and is the plan. When this is reached and stable, the committee will be notified to begin the process of deleting the zeros and move ahead with it. Militiaman says there's some very significant big players exposed to this. We all know JP Morgan, Citibank, and others are 100% involved. See the pictures of the vice president of JP Morgan Chase doing deals with Iraq. You walk into the bank at Chase, your average guy doesn't know what we know because what we know is we study and we have the data to support in the articles that are public that present the information. Frank26 says, I don't think they're waiting for much of anything right now. They're moving fast. They're moving quickly in every aspect of the monetary reform. The next step is to show the lower denoms, new exchange rate, and to allow it to float on an international platform. These are not subjects we are proposing to. These are subjects that are in the articles themselves. All right, Tishwash article quote, Iraq returns to the World Trade Organization 14 years after its expulsion. Quotes, Iraq is taking steps to return as a strong economic player by opening relations with Arab countries and all countries of the world. Tishwash says we accomplished in 1 year the equivalent of more than 15 years of work. All right, Pimpy, question, why is it that the Iraqi dinar is unstable? Pimpy says that's because they rely too much on oil sales. 95% of their budget relies on oil sales. There's too many people out there going, they got so much oil, no reason with their currency isn't valuable. No, you don't understand, that's the problem. Pimpy provides an article quote, the CBI devalued the notation currency in December 2020 amid drop in global crude prices, which threaten economic collapse given Iraq's heavy dependence on oil exports. Pimpy says if it wasn't for the fact they devalued the Iraqi dinar, they would have collapsed. Mark Z via PDK, there's a lot of expectations in the banking world because it's a 3-day weekend. There was a lot of pie in the sky stuff being talked about, but is it verifiable? What is verifiable is Iraq, are in a mad dash to get the dinar out of circulation to reduce the money supply and support a higher value. We can also verify they are taking strategic, solid steps to increase the value of the dinar opposed to the US dollar. All right, Claire article quote, Al-Sudani leaves Baghdad for Switzerland to attend the Davos Forum. The article quote, on Monday, Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani left the capital Baghdad for Switzerland to participate in the 54th session of the Davos Economic Forum. Caproni says there's no way Iraq can RV the Iraqi dinar with 120 trillion dinar in circulation. No country could afford. Iraq's total net worth is only around $16 trillion. Nader from the Mideast says a lot of people talking about the circulation of the dinar. Some people's 120 trillion, the other one 170 trillion. The circulation of the dinar has been decreasing since last April. As you see, it's going down by the billions. Anyone worried about the circulation of dinar is in its too many dinar out there and all the dinar is disappearing slowly. The dinar has been going down by billions, 156 billion, 160 billion each month last year. All right, Militiaman article quote, the new role of government banking and financing foreign trade for private sector is in accordance with approval of the international standards, unquote. Militiaman says Iraq is telling you that they have a private sector in mind. They're doing it in what? In accordance with the approved international standards. Did they have that before? Obviously not. Why would they be talking about it if they did? Mark Zevia PDK comment Another Intel provider said the Redemption Center staff are on 45-minute notice to show up for work. Mark Z says, I am definitely hearing they're on call for an hour or less to get to work, according to 3 different contacts I have. Frank26 question, is Firefly boots on the ground in Iraq optimistic or frustrated? Frank says both. He's optimistic because he knows what Sudani and the CBI have been telling the citizens of Iraq, because he can go into a bank in Iraq now and ask questions. They will answer them point blank, but he's also frustrated because how much longer? We're talking about going into January already. This thing should have happened at the beginning of the year. What's the holdup and why are we waiting? All right, Pimpy says no, it's not going to be reinstated at a $3.22 rate. This is something that's going to be done in increments, and there's either going to be an adjustment up or down. We don't know yet, so don't get overly excited. Lastly, Mark Z via PDK. Iraq needs the official rate to be close to the trading rate. They can fix this. Saleh and others are suggesting they let the economy figure the rate out, no longer have an official fixed rate. If the market decides that, they would remove the black market completely. This is similar to conversations Kuwait was having just before they RV'd and had a release in value. These are steps we have seen before in past currency revaluations. They've been doing this for quite some time. They are just now starting to tell us about it.